as far as I know, that Toronto Island is about as unique a community as exists in uh, possibly even in the world. And there are lots of island communities, but island communities that are in this close proximity to a major suburban area, an island that has no vehicles. So it's just this weird combination of a wonderful community that's 15 minutes by these wonderful ferry boats to the city of Toronto. I mean, 15 minutes by subway is really irritating, or 15 minutes on the transit in downtown Toronto is really irritating, but 15 minutes by ferry boat where you're sitting there and you're looking at the water and the sky and the birds and talking to your neighbors is really a terrific transition from you're going from your house to going to your place of work. And because the majority of us are bicycle oriented, you get to the city and then you cycle to wherever you're working. So it's I don't know. In the world, Canada is a pretty fantastic place as far as I can tell, and Ontario is great. Toronto's really great and becoming more and more interesting all the time. Used to be really stodgy, but it's becoming way more interesting. But then there's Toronto Island, and so in my opinion, this is about as good as it gets. You're in this wonderful, quiet, tree, green, surrounded neighborhood with, integrated parks and water and, access to all these facilities. And I think the biggest threat that the people of Toronto Island suffer from in the future is that this is so fantastic that there's a good chance we'll be driven away because so many people want exactly what we have, and here we are, in kind of the ideal situation. And I think people with a lot of money will probably, big corporations. Wouldn't it be great if it was covered, the whole island was covered with condominiums? I mean, wouldn't that would be terrible. Anyways, that's the fear, because you go 15 minutes over to the city side, it's all condominiums, it's all built up. Even access to the water is limited. And no one will give up an inch of shoreline. But over here, it's all shoreline, and these little, 1-story or 2-story cottages. So anyways, that's what we have to watch out for now. Is just that we're able to keep this wonderful thing that we've got. Just imagine 85 years from now, what will the downtown Toronto look like? And chances are we'll still be exactly the way we are. So I think the tension is only going to grow. But anyways, that's in 85 years. I think that's a really good point. It's like what is the legacy and how do you pass this on to the next generation? And part of the way of doing it is to make sure that the people who live out here and the younger generation just understands the history, the fight that happened to create this community, and the value of this community, and just how important it is to fight for and stand up for what you own, or what you possess, or what you want to possess. What is your dream? And you kind of fight for your dream. And this is kind of a dream come true, but yeah, it really needs to be defended.